And we're live. Hey, everybody. Matt Fuller and I here. Nice to see you, everybody.
It's showtime.
Showtime.
Got to get him back up in the
little goat. The
There we
goat.
Wow, it's been a hot minute.
It's been more than a hot minute. It's just been pretty serious. What have you been up to? It has been a hiatus. You have like 4 or 5 more inches on the beard, which is perfect.
I am tempted. I mean, everybody will know it's dyed, but I'm tempted to dye it. Just to give that a try. Worst case, I could take it out, but it's.
Have you ever dyed your hair or done any of that kind of stuff?
No, I've never had. I mean, I'm losing it, but the color's staying on top for whatever reason. It's just down here that it's all gray. So we'll see. We will see. The only thing I don't like, and I need to learn better on the shaving, is it's puffing out. But anyways, this is not why we're here.
This is not why we're here. We're not talking male grooming. We're talking Marvel cards.
Yeah, you and I have both been busy at work. We've talked about that, so it's nice to actually have some time to talk about the hobby.
I'm so excited for this. You have no idea. It has been a grind. We already have a couple of our most favorite people in the audience. We got Graydon. I sent you the link already. Lost. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Marvelous. What's up? What's up, Madness? Blake. Hey, Blake. How's it going? Awesome.
Is it me, or does Blake find every single video? Like, there's a few people who are always in every chat, and Blake is always in every single chat. That's amazing.
He is on top of it, man. That guy has notifications on his phone loud and ready to go. What's going on, Gladiator? I'm on baby dude right now. No, that's okay.
Oh, baby duty. I remember the days. Don't miss it. Not at all.
Well, if he goes to sleep early, you have a link, buddy. We always love having you on here. I invited Hermit too. I don't know if anybody else is interested, but let me know. Matt and I are, again, using this stream to catch up and to talk about cards. JDM.
That's awesome. Yeah, been there too.
Sound of my voice must be the sound of my voice. I'm so sorry.
So yeah, but still been getting cards. There's one thing in common with the cards I've been getting. You know what that is?
I'm listening. What is it?
They're not tops.
Whoa.
and you know, it's interesting. It's not a dig on tops per se, but it is a dig on Topps' influence on the market, right? With this whole thing where all sketch cards are now labeled 1 of 1, and the rarity of the sketches, even by not giant artists, making people think that you know they're insanely valuable. And I think a lot of the new people to Marvel are drinking that Kool-Aid because they're used to the rarity from the sports side or Star Wars side. So it's an adjustment period for sure. But all it does is it makes more opportunities with the old stuff, you know?
I do. I've been really looking closely at the top stuff. Our friend Derpa and a few other people have mentioned some interesting things that have been pretty obvious on eBay, with cards selling and then being relisted, which is really strange. And we've seen that kind of stuff happen in the past, but it's very interesting to see the audience that the Topps brings in, which is an audience that's just as excited about Marvel cards as we are. But I think the difference is that there's a different game now with serial numbers being like, remember how we used to rank the characters? Okay, we have like top 10 Marvel characters kind of thing. Now we have like top 10 types of serial numbered inserts. And that seems to be the game. And retaining value is a huge, huge key important thing for the ecosystem that's happening with cards right now, which is very much Breaker's Paradise. Everything's about breaking.
Yep.
And the breaking ends up becoming the ecosystem of, okay, $30. Let's see if I get that lottery ticket. They get the lottery ticket, it's up on eBay. And that's kind of the cycle. I don't think collectors are coming into that ecosystem until maybe the card passes like 3 or 4 hands, which is something really interesting.
Yeah, we're definitely hitting the point where, like, I think when we were with UD, the breakers, we all knew the breakers, right? They were all Marvel collectors. But now with Tops here, we're getting the sports breakers breaking into it, which is interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
There are some let's call them fascinating personalities on the sports side. Um, and because I still remember the first time I saw someone break. The first break I actually remember seeing in Marvel, you know who it was? It was Eugene, Rare
Oh
Collectibles.
yeah, rare collectibles.
And
Yeah.
I remember he hit something and he started going, let's go. And it was at first, it was like, what is this? But like the enthusiasm and just infectious. And we sort of saw that all with Marvel. And like Lewis has his energy, Shane, like when we see people hit this stuff and people get excited, it's there. But it definitely feels like Tops. I don't know why it is. It feels like it's definitely more towards gambling now, right?
I mean, it is gambling, right? I mean, I don't think it's like I think it is.
Yeah.
And I think that's safe to say too, I mean, I remember watching a lot of footage from the national, and it's basically a lot of rip casino type websites where it's like rip this pack, you 90% of the cards you can sell back to us, big hits you keep. And it's kind of like this GameStop thought
Yeah.
process to like selling and buying from the same space over and over again.
One thing about in the National is interesting because I thought one of the things I found fascinating was last time, was it maybe 2 or 3 years ago? I remember some people reported from National. And again, I keep bringing it up, but I think it's when Eugene had a table, and there were a few. We heard that there were a few people with Marvel cards, but this year I saw, I think it was Ian make a post that somebody asked about were there Marvel vendors there, and he was like, I didn't see a single one. There might have been a card or two sprinkled in, and I was surprised by that with Topps getting the license. I had assumed there would be a lot more, but
I expected a turnout too. I was actually thinking about going because I was kind of like, well, this surely has to be the national to do this. But the presence where we saw Tops was actually San Diego Comic Con for Marvel, right? That's an exclusive box from them, which, I'm not a huge Tops guy either because of the market, more the market than anything, and some of the laziness on the cards, not putting issues on comic cuts, the things they're doing, sketch cards, and the type of artists they're doing. Like that kind of stuff's a little not really something I jive with. But I will say, Tops did the thing that Upper Deck should have done years ago, which is to have an exclusive box, a set, an
yeah.
insert, something. You know what I mean? And it was year after year after year of nothing being shown anywhere at their backyard San Diego Comic Con. And Tops did it. And I got to be honest, like, I mean, kudos to that. I'm not even gonna.
I mean, there's a ton of ways to go here. Blake, though, nailed it. Like, let's see some original art. Like, Sapphire just came out, and it's the same as the previous set, just with all the cards are numbered and none higher than 99, right? It's like, at some point, you feel like you're going to run out of buyers for this stuff.
You have to. I mean, I think Topps banks on the fact that it's trying to build this audience out of their core Topps audience, which is massive because people already know that game. So they're expecting Sapphire. There's certain buyers of Sapphire, that there's certain buyers before Sapphire comes out to the set that comes beforehand. I don't know if they're going to actually expand the Marvel audience. I hope they do.
It's going to come down to if the sports guys buy into it, all of them, right?
I agree. I think you're right. I think it is the sports guys. If they adapt it into their kind of regiment, and breakers too, right? I think if breakers break more Marvel product or simultaneous Marvel product alongside sports product, we might have that. But here's my big question. I haven't been looking at Star Wars too closely, but I haven't really heard a lot about Star Wars. So we have a Star Wars Topps Chrome coming out August 27th, I think I saw somewhere. I don't hear about Star Wars anymore. And it was interesting, right? I feel like when Topps got Star Wars, we heard a lot about Star Wars, a lot. And then it kind of faded out. And now we're in Marvel. And I have a feeling Marvel's going to fade out to wrestling or some other IP. Like, I have a feeling this might be that vicious cycle. I don't know.
I mean, it could make sense that they're only focusing on certain things. Josh had some great comments about not in it for the love.
Yep.
And I think that's why, I
That's
tend
right.
to gravitate towards people we know. I know
So,
Josh. Josh, I apologize if it already happened or it's coming up. I know he was doing a break of a box of Fleer Ultra Spider-Man 2017. I saw
oh,
him
wow.
post that. He was doing, I think it was pack purchases in the break. Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. And if it's still coming up, put it in the chat so everybody knows.
Very cool.
So yeah, always good to see people we know who are, kind of keeping it alive more for the hobby than just to make a quick buck. You know what I mean?
I mean, major congrats to Shane Rowe, who's basically joined Fanatics and is
Yep.
breaking Marvel. Like, I'm
I
so
saw
happy
that.
for him. Like, that's fantastic. Lewis is killing it. You know what I mean? He's doing great work. I mean, Ian Fisher just had a massive break for Fleer Retro. I think so. Cards of Metal. The goat took a swan dive.
I know, right?
Um,
Took a digger. Oh well.
but
I'll just save
people,
them.
it is good to see the breakers that we know, though, and I wish them the best success. I mean, it is a breakers world right now, right? That is what's happening. I just got hit up by Whatnot for them asking me to break, and I think someone else of our friends did too. Like, they're making the rounds for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a really exciting news. I'm very thrilled for Justin. Very thrilled.
At a high level, it's also good for him because all indications are the real estate market's going down. So it's a good time for him to have an alternate for sure.
Smart man. And the storefront looks good. I don't know. I think that's going to be really fun to see that happen. And that might be a big trip that a bunch of Marvel people take to the opening. You know what I mean? That would be a kind of a fun little get together. You know what I mean? It's always
He's got
fun.
some good connections. He could get artists there, and I'm sure he could do lots of events. So that'll be cool.
Yep. And then great question. Graydon.
I know. All right. I don't think, and I assume you just mean the Marvel hobby. I think it's going quiet right now. I think a lot of people that we know are hesitant to spend big money on the breaks. And we hear a lot of Marvel people saying, you know what, just wait, calm down, and then in the secondary market you can get what you want. I am super happy, not that she's been in a set yet, but I'm super happy I drew the line at the end of 24 on Danny, so I don't have to worry about character collecting anymore. And I'm going backwards is what I'm doing. And you'll see in my mail days, I'm going on older released sets and just having a blast, filling in gaps, building up certain artists and characters, and having a good time that way. And I think if you want to keep collecting Marvel, there's so much inventory that there's no reason you can't do it as long as you're willing to go to existing sets versus just trying to do the new stuff.
I really do feel like, and we've talked about this on the show before, but unless you're able and willing and love this stuff, you can find all the gold out there you want. So many people right now are either leaving the hobby or trimming down, right? Because not a lot of new products come out. They don't feel the chase as much, or maybe they're drifting away a little bit and getting into something else. It's been Topps era, but I got to be honest, man. Research has been awesome. I've gotten some really cool stuff. Recently got those promo packs, which just don't exist. So that's been really cool to get. I've gotten some amazing cuts recently as well. I know you have some cool stuff that I'm dying to see, but I do not think the hobby is shrinking or fading away. I think what's happening is that it's actually growing, but I think the people we're used to seeing that actually have some knowledge of this, that actually have collections that they're still growing and building and holding on to and love, you're just watching people kind of get into the groove of their own habits and not necessarily making as much noise. At least that's the hope too. I mean, I'm a little optimistic about it.
At the macro level, the hobby is definitely growing. Whether it's, I don't want to use any gatekeeping terms here. And I don't I hate the term real collector.
Yeah.
But let's talk about our existing group of friends, just as the easy way.
Love that.
I think a lot of the people we know in that are at risk just because a lot of the excitement for new sets isn't there. And I feel like, I feel that too, right? A lot of my limited free time goes into this hobby, whether it's cards or art. So losing the excitement of the new breaks is tough, right? And it's caused me to really need to refocus on, okay, how can I adapt in this brave new world? And it's, I mean, I've found it really easy just with going back to the old stuff. But I've also, I mean, again, I have friends who are the breakers, and I'll put money into the breaks more honestly to support them than for any real desire. I don't know if you saw that I on one of Lewis's Marvel Mint breaks, I hit a Doom comic cut.
Did you really?
I did.
You sick mother. That's amazing.
Oh, but wait for it. Lewis was so enamored with it, I worked out a trade with him. He was just, he's done so much for me. I mean, how could I say no? Honestly,
No, Lewis is lovely. Lewis is lovely. I mean, he's one of those people that when he falls in love with something, it's the entire world is that.
You hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I love that about him. I think that's so great. Oh,
and I
man, that's
literally,
awesome.
I looked over and I'm like, I think I have enough comic cuts that I can, survive without this one. Would it have been nice to have it? Yeah, but truthfully, I would have just been checking off a box, right? And I've so tried to get away from that
Smart.
because I mean,
Yep.
the old days, my OCD, I would need master sets of everything,
Yeah.
and that just takes the fun away. So I think it's more fun to share with the people and everybody ride the train together. So,
Dude, I'm so happy for you, man, because like as much as I admire your collection, and we have friends, and I've never seen this from you, but I will say we have friends that some of this stuff becomes a little bit not of a sickness because that seems way too serious, but the compulsion of it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I feel like I've never seen that from you. I know you go harder than a lot of other people, but dude, it felt so good when I cut my stuff off of a year. And
Yeah.
I know I can hear in your voice that you did the same thing, obviously, with what you were just telling us. But it's a really good feeling to have that little, like Graydon calls it, museum kind of collection, or a collection that kind of just fits together, right? And stands on its own. And that's a huge part of this, man. I'm happy to hear it, dude. Two, that's really great, man.
Yeah. That, and Graydon makes a great
100%.
Losing EPAC, but in a way, I'm not going to lie. I feel like for me, the negatives of EPAC outweighed the positives.
100%.
And I may be alone there, or maybe a limited, but it was too easy to scratch that itch.
Yep.
So it literally would be like if Vegas sent me a slot machine to put over in the corner here. Like, no, I don't need that. I've got amazing cards from there, but yeah.
No, you're and with the achievements and then the cards not being the same, like there were a lot of things there that I'm glad it's over, because I like just watching certain inserts and certain cards and waiting for new ones to pop up and having to be the first to PM somebody and wait like 48 hours for them to hit me back up if they have it or not. That was stressful, man. It was just not a fun time to go through all that stuff. And I couldn't help myself, especially when I saw something I liked, but it's very nice. Now, do I think that's coming back with Fanatics Collect when they start selling their Marvel on their site, unless they do go exclusively breakers? I think eventually that slot machine is going to come back.
I'm fascinated to see how that works, just because right now so few people can, it's sort of like the heyday of Ticketmaster when you would wait in line. I would sleep in line overnight to get tickets. I'd be second in line, and there were times it sold out because the scalpers beat the system. And it feels like that with their releases, where
100%.
You see these people, they're like, oh my God, I put in, I didn't get it. Did anybody get it? And it's just crickets. So
It's rough. It's really rough. It sells off immediately. Or, if you have like an extra thing in your account or your breaker, you're getting exclusive product from them. It is very much favoring breakers, and breakers are becoming kind of like the outlet for product because they get their product sold out immediately, and then breakers make a little money on their side, but the immediacy and the gambling is what's turning the machine, and it makes their product even more desirable. Now, I will say, there's another company we haven't talked about yet because it kind of hasn't come out yet, but I think it's coming out really, really soon, like this month, and that's Magic the Gathering Spider-Man. I'm stupid excited. And I'm not a huge Magic the Gathering guy, but I love the marketing they did at San Diego Comic-Con. The artwork is phenomenal and super, that Venom.
we've seen some amazing pieces.
Oh my God. I saw Dan's piece in person at his crib, which was this thing's like the size of my head and like a torso. It's massive piece. So that was really cool to see. I'm kind of, dude, I'm excited for the possibility of a Silver Surfer Magic the Gathering card. I'm stupid excited. And they're going to be printed to hell too. So I'm just going to get to enjoy that one. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Have you thought about this? Are you thinking about Magic?
Yeah, I'm more, around just appreciating the art because again, my focus is sketch cards and comic cuts. I don't really go for the base, and I don't think that's going to change with Magic.
Yeah,
I can definitely appreciate the art. Some of the pieces are amazing.
Wait a second. Wait. You collect original art?
No, why?
Oh, okay. Sorry. My eyes playing tricks on me. Go on.
I finally got everything back up on the wall.
That's what I was alluding to, because I realized you got on the call before we went live, and I was like, Matt's room looks different. I was like, oh my God, they're all up again. It's beautiful, man. It looks so stupid good. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
Pretty happy. So yeah, and that's where I'll go. And I definitely want to get an OA piece or two.
Yeah.
Will be some fights? Will it need to, will I need to do some, hey, do you know anything about this backdoor deals?
I love Matt's like, hey.
Do I already have a piece? I don't know.
Oh, you sneaky devil. Nothing. I didn't say nothing. We're just moving on. We're going to move right on. Oh my God. I'm excited. Oh, man.
Yeah, Lost is right. The price range, like some of the ones, like the promo ones.
Yes,
it's Magic is a healthy market.
That is a serious market. There are people on there who buy very consistently. Hey, Adam, what's up, man? Thank you, brother.
I can do a room tour at some point. Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
I believe my goal was to make this room only card art, and I think I succeeded. And then
that is no small room, man.
Yeah.
That looks so stupid good. I have my pieces over there. I'm gonna start putting pieces here. I need to get things framed. I say that every time we get on here. It's just expensive. Perna, I love you. Perna Studios, by the way, everybody. Halloween set. Prepare yourselves. Get yourself situated. I'm going to do a whole thing with Hermit. Matt's going to be included because I'm going to drag him in, and sketches and stuff like that. I don't know why, but I need fall to happen because this summer's been brutally hot, and I need Halloween. I need the seasons.
I have allowed myself to get back into indie sets, and I even told Tony I'm gonna be in on this one. I went in on great artist, good friend of mine, Edward Santilla, EGS Studios out of the Philippines. They released one called Gals and Zombies. So I went on that, and I mean, again, so we're talking some of the best Filipino artists out there. So you look at the artist roster; it's amazing. Perna always obviously has amazing artists. So
it is stupid nice what they've done.
Dipping my toes back in.
I mean, look at this real quickly, everybody. Just because, I think it just needs to be shown here real quick, but I'm going to show something here because you guys have to see this list. In an era where everything's about breakers and tops and all that kind of stuff, look at this set that our good friends, the Pernas, are putting out. Look at this Halloween 6, Alone in the Dark.
That checklist.
Stupid.
There's a few I don't know, and that's another reason I'm excited. I don't know Anna, and Andres, I know Arween, I know Athena, Ben Glendenning. I love Meeks, Denison, Grensall.
I love this person here. Do you have any of this person's amazing?
No, I don't. I don't think.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I'm like, she's like one of my favorites. I believe it's a she. If she's not, I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible person. But I love your artwork, and hopefully that.
Tony, while you're on here, Renato Oak isn't the Rittenhouse era Oak artist, right? I don't think so. I think it's just a coincidence.
I don't know.
In like the 2009 to 2011, there was an artist who went by just Oak in all caps.
Oh, I hope that's the same Oak because I actually really like Oak. Halloween.
Oh, we should make you big.
Oh,
yeah, let me do it. Oh, you got it.
You got it.
Oh, do I not have? Oh, it's right because I have to change the. Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, but Halloween set. I've been collecting them faithfully for a long time. Well, not for a long time. Elaine hooked me up. Maybe this was 3 years ago, and she's a god. There's people who are hardcore on this. I am a baby, but my metal cards, I'm doing pretty good. But I want to show you a sketch.
Oh, is this by Mizumel or whatever?
Yeah, I want to show you. Okay. See real quick. And I can hook up my phone if it's. I'll show you.
Oh wow, that's a great style. Did they do all in black and white?
Yeah, for this one, it was Hollow Ink 2, so it's all black and white. Hollow Inks are always black and white. But I got some good ones, man.
Cool. Okay.
Well, that's a little boobalicious, but yeah.
I'm sorry, say that word again.
I'm not going to say it again.
Wasn't that a Fergie song?
That was. I got one from my boy.
Oh, nice.
He's the best. But yes, so some really good ones. Let me get back to our shared screen here. But the artist list is amazing. Please join Perna Studios on Facebook. You don't want to miss out. They're fantastic people. We're going to be doing a big break on them. We'll do some trades too for like sketches and stuff like that. So be ready. Perfect. This is the kind of love you get. They're fantastic people, but
this was a good question from earlier. Cryptozoic is a company that's sort of like they don't really do online breaks. They don't have an online platform. I would guess no, only because I also know the last set I collected from them was CZX Middle Earth. And I don't know this definitively, but I know someone who told me that over half of the product went directly to China and Taiwan. So they do a lot of international sales. So I don't think there's a lot of product available for breakers, quite frankly. Maybe Middle Earth was an exception, but I doubt it. So I'm going to guess no. And I'm thinking of the right one, like DC Metal.
Yeah, that's Cryptozoic.
That's the Cryptozoic. What's UD's?
They're talking about Batman Metal, but there was a metal.
Okay, because I know they both sort of sound the same. Yeah. So if it's the Cryptozoic one, you mean no. If it's the Upper Deck one, that'll be interesting. I'd be shocked if no, but if not, I know Lewis is definitely going to.
Yeah. Well, also I will say Batman Metal. If that does happen, which it should happen this month or next month, like the date's been pushed back a lot. I will say this: half the product, at least we assume half the product, goes to EPAC.
Yeah.
So in terms of breakers being able to get in on that product, you're not going to see as many breakers being able to break,
right?
Because half the product's not there to grab.
Right. And if when the breakers are smart, I mean, again, you need to break it before EPAC comes out, right? Because that changes the trajectory immediately. So
completely. So we'll see.
What's up, Frank? Welcome.
Hey, buddy. All right, spending on great sets.
There we go.
There we go. Thank you for the love. Of course, man. Thank you for like doing the work, man, and like being consistent and just doing things the right way. You guys are phenomenal.
What do you think? Should we jump to some mail day?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
We'll take turns.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. I'll start with one of my sketches I just picked up. This was a very, very recent.
Come on.
This is Nestor Solario. This is from Marvel's Greatest Battles. There we go.
There you go. Sorry.
And nice sort of X-Men and Alpha Flight battle. You got 3 of each team, which is awesome.
Snowbird and Storm facing off on each other like that's so cool.
Yeah, Sasquatch Colossus.
Oh,
I've always, I don't know, Guardian, or was he Vindicator at the time? I think he was Guardian. I always thought he got too much credit and that Wolverine would take him down in an instant. I do remember, though, because I read Alpha Flight. I was a big fan. I loved John Byrne, too, when he was doing it. One of the things I remembered about Guardian is one of his flight abilities is, instead of just flying like normal people, he had the ability, I hope I'm right and remember this right, I don't know why I would make this up in my head, to basically disconnect himself. Basically the reason we don't fly off the earth is because we're all connected, even when you're like up in the air, right? You're still kind of within the atmosphere. He could disconnect himself from that, so he would basically, as the air spinning, he would stay where he was and he would just fly way off in the other direction.
Whoa!
It was just such an interesting take on his power.
That's stupid smart, though.
Yeah,
like what a clever thing to do.
That's how you know I'm an old school comic nerd right there.
But see, I love that though, and that's why this channel is what it is.
All right, your turn. What you got? Give me something good.
Something good. Give me something good. Okay, I got something. Okay. You know what? I'm also going to do the whole camera thing.
Yeah, exactly. Perna said it. I got it right.
Perna said it? Yeah, I figured. Perna.
It was the opposite of what I said. It's not that he would disconnect. He would connect, and as the earth moved, he would stick with it. That was it.
Like an anchor or whatever.
I think we all do that, though, don't we? I don't know. I was 13 at the time, so.
He does it cooler, though. Okay?
Exactly.
Wait for me. Any other comments there while I pull this up? Okay. All right.
Not gonna do that one. Not gonna do any of those. Uh-oh.
What
you doing?
I'm trying to get the camera.
Oh boy.
What are you doing?
You want me to do another one while we're waiting? Oh, there you go. He's got it. Oh yeah.
I got this one.
Scarecrow Thanos.
Such a cool moment. So I thought that was pretty awesome. So there you go.
That will do.
All right, your turn.
Yep. You drag it up. Oh, there.
I got you.
Little Katie Cook from X-Men Archives.
How did you find a Katie Cook? How'd you get that?
I've got a connection. And it's the only way. I have to go direct to a connection because Thui's got 90% of her print run from that set.
Trust me.
Yeah.
You remember the story about me getting the Katie Cook surfer that came on eBay.
Yep.
I went like a dog on that because people don't realize that some artists, for viewers who don't know, some artists have particular sketch card errors or sketch cards, or just artists like across their whole careers in sketch cards are basically controlled by one or two people because they're just fanatics. Matt's one of these people. A bunch of friends of ours who are in the Facebook groups and other groups are some of these people. They just control the market on that artist. So when you see that artist come up, it's a frenzy.
Yeah. All right. You're up.
Oh, I'm up. All right. This is my other one.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of this. I love the pose. I love, especially in the book, this page is just so brilliant because it's filled with a lot of negative space on this side. And I love the surfers all the way at the bottom there. I don't know. I love this. I saw it, had to have it. I just had to have this one. This one was just too good to pass up.
Little
Oh
Blink,
man,
Louis Antonio, back from again, same X-Men archive set. That's what the back looks like, if anybody wants to know.
Blink is tough, man. I mean, how many sketch cards of her? I don't see many ever.
These days, you don't. I think back in Rittenhouse, I think she was featured in more books at the time. Great character. She was in that that Fox series. Oh, The Gifted. Was that? Yeah, I think it was The Gifted.
That's right. She was in that. She also made an appearance in X-Men Last Stand, didn't she? At the beginning with the Sentinels.
Yes, yeah, she was the one who did the portals. Yep.
Yeah. She's there. That's pretty cool.
Frank, I don't have any new ones here. I do have some Yuriko sketches, but we're just doing the new mail call tonight.
Frank, what's up, buddy? Paul Perna. Good to see everybody.
Were you literally saying those were your only two, and I should keep going?
Okay. Let's calm down. Not all of this. There you go. Okay, not all of this has been like going. Yep. All right. I've things happen. Do I have anything new? Oh shoot, man. One second.
I'll put another one up while you're waiting.
Thank you.
I'll go to I'll pivot over to a comic cut.
That's nice.
This is from Avengers number 79. This is from the old Avengers Silver Age set. You know what? Let me change the format. There. Yep. And this is a cover cut.
With 3 characters.
Yep.
Oh, and is the villain looking at him in a magnifying glass?
Yeah, so on the cover, basically they're in this, like, they're shrunk down in this hourglass, and it's Grim Reaper and a few other villains, hovering over them. So, yeah.
Man, I love those poses.
Yeah, that one's a lot of fun.
That's nice. Was that a eBay find? That looks good.
That was ComC.
Shit, man. Smart. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I could show off this.
Don't make me go again.
And then this is my last one because I've been kind of chilling out.
Oh yeah, with the signature.
I got this from a good buddy of mine. So I got this, but what's nice is I was able to now.
Very nice. Look at all those Marvs. It keeps going and going.
That's it.
That's a nice little set there.
It's a nice little set. I'm happy with it. Someone's holding out on me, but
are they all in Tomb of Dracula? It's the same.
Yeah,
issue?
They're all the same from the same issue.
That's awesome.
I saw there's 10.
Are there only 10? That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I learned it from you. Okay, how about that?
It's like the old drug PSA. I learned it from watching you.
Here
we go. I had it all lined up and then I messed it up. All right, I'll go with another pair from X-Men Archives. Kevin West on the X-23.
Nice.
And Randy Martinez on the swashbuckling Nightwalker. Oh my God, Nightcrawler.
Nightwalker. I love it.
I'm thinking of vampires now.
Yeah. Wow. That is sickening, by the way.
Oh, Josh. Yeah, John, I remember seeing the Mystique. Ed's awesome. In fact, I just claimed 2 APs he did in a group. So definitely a fan of Ed. I'll show one more sketch.
Please.
And get a couple cuts. This is one. If you know the artist, you know I'm a huge fan. Lack Lim.
Yep.
This is from Premiere 17, I think, right? Yep. 17. Again, he does.
Black is so good.
Yeah. He's very much, I put him in the same group as Perna in that they like waste away their eyes for our benefit by doing all these tiny little lines.
They paid the ultimate sacrifice.
So yeah, that's a lot of fun. I got 3 matriarchs. I got this one because it's the first issue where Chamber appears.
Dude, that was a stupid good one. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fan of chamber.
That's a good chamber. That's a stupid nice chamber. Congrats.
And then you'll appreciate this because I know you've seen ones like this before and collected them. This is a side-by-side cut.
Oh, yes. Oh, no way.
Sorry
Okay,
about
so
the
they
glare.
weren't listed together. So what happened here? How did that happen?
They weren't listed together, but I saw them both at the same time, and
No,
I was
you
like,
did not.
and I was like, I recognize what's going on there, so I grabbed them.
Dude, and I'll say this, like Nightcrawler's in there, which is not easy because Nightcrawler was not really involved in cuts ever. I love that Doctor Strange's there it is like on its one, like that's the connecting bubble with his shoulder. Man, that's good.
Yeah.
Major congrats. That's the Kitty Pryde one, yeah. Wow.
Yes. And then I was able to add another to my growing collection from House of M.
What? Ah, congrats, Matt.
Yeah.
I look out for those for you all the time.
Yeah, you and I both know there's only one I'm really.
I know. I can't. Yeah, it hasn't come up. Stupid nice.
Yeah. And the last one I'll show is a nice auto with Venom and the Punisher in the same scene.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was happy to grab that one for sure.
That's a tough one. What issue is that?
That is Dark Avengers number 75.
Dark Avengers. Wow.
Yeah. So again, nothing, earth shattering, but lots of fun little cuts. Got a bunch more, but nothing worth calling out, I don't think.
I like it a lot. I thought that was good. Anytime you get two connecting cuts, which is stupid hard to do, I'm always a huge fan of that. That's really nice, actually. I'm trying to see if I had anything else I can show you, but I just realized like this week.
Yeah, Frank, I'd love to see Yuriko. Yuriko. I know Yuriko's typically more known for their females, but I just got 2 APs. Can I remember what set it was from? Once you have something to show, I'm going to run. I think it was a lure, so I'm going to grab that.
I got 2 things to show. I just realized. I'll just show them on my screen though.
Oh, I have one more thing to show. I forgot. I mentioned it. I have that one other thing to show.
Did you get permission? Can you show?
I did.
Okay, I'll show because that's a bigger deal than my
first.
Yeah. I got this from Matt. We made a trade. That got to you. Yes, it did. You told me yes, right? All the cuts?
Yes.
Okay. So Matt gave me this, which is my only Colossus. It's not for trade, not for sale. If I ever give it up, it goes back to Matt. But I'm very happy to have it.
Beautiful colors.
Thank you so much. It's
and
so
what's electric. The word? What do the words say for everybody?
Oh, it's his name in there.
Yeah. Let's make you big though. Here we go. Exit Peter Rasputin, enter Colossus. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about a word bubble to have there.
I love this piece so much. I'm a huge fan of Colossus. So this is very cool. Very, very cool. So thank you, Matt. Thank you so much. And then this one was a hell of a grab, which I was super happy to get. It's the Alpha, and it's the very first appearance of Ant-Man, but not Hank Pym, Scott Lang.
Okay.
With Auntie.
That's a cool one.
Isn't that cool?
Is it always the same ant, or is he sort of like Geralt in The Witcher, where every horse has the same name?
I think I remember in the movie they said that he stopped naming them after the first one or something like that. I don't remember what it was, but I don't know. I really thought this was such a good pose, and to get like that cropping in there too was really tough. Plus, it's the only time this issue's been used was in Marvel Beginnings Volume 2, Series 2, which is pretty cool.
Nice. So, John, I assume you're talking about the Ed. So I don't grade sketches at all. That's just my take. They're unique, so I don't think grading them adds any value. In fact, for me, I kind of hedge the price down a little bit because I know I'm going to have to break out those stupid bolt cutters and crack it out, which is a pain in the butt. However, I would say, so if you're looking for value, please don't do it. If you're looking to protect it, that's a whole different story. And then a lot of people suggest, which I think is a decent idea, maybe you only, like if you go to PG, does CGC do authenticate only?
I don't know anymore. Everyone
Yeah.
says they do, and then people have problems with it. I have no
Yeah.
idea.
But I would say authenticate only, just because, I mean, by definition, a sketch card should never get a 10 because the surface
Why
has
would a
been
sketch
altered.
card get a 10? That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
So
No, and
that
I
was my 2 cents.
no, and I've gotten very soured on grading for a multitude of reasons. But again, when a card's inherently a 1 of 1, I don't see why you would grade it. Because really what a grade is doing, unless you're preserving the card, really what a grade is doing is saying, hey, here's a card that's mass produced, and here's it in a 10, and you're giving it that rarity. And then if you look at the
It
pop
stands
report,
above the others because it's so good condition. Yeah.
so the pop report is acting like a ever living serial number, right? There's only 10 of these. That's it. So you're kind of increasing the rarity and investment value. A lot of times people grade because they start one grading card and then they want it to be cohesive. So that's another good reason. Some people just love the slabs, blah, blah, blah. But again, if it's a resale thing and you're grading a sketch card, I promise you, no one who's looking at that sketch card seriously is going to care if it's a 10 by any means.
Yeah. So, and I wouldn't do any sketches. I did, however, I feel the same way about comic cuts. But when it came to my Danny collection, I did grade the Danny comic cuts with CGC only because my entire Danny collection is slab CGC. So I wanted those to be able to sit with the rest of them. But with that one exception, just my own opinion.
Yeah, same. Again, if you're new to the channel, you realize how small this community is in terms of this channel. This is not like an everyday channel. This is not a breaking channel. This is like talking about the hobby we have here for fun. So any of our opinions that happen on this channel, take them with a grain of salt, as you should with everybody's opinions, because it's your money and your hobby and your collection. So,
and the other way I look at it is this: let's say I have 10 sketch cards. It's going to cost me $200 to grade them. Instead of doing that, I could get another $200 sketch card. So
sketching for me, grading only came for me at the end when I was close to feeling like my collection was complete. And grading was that way of like kind of encapsulating certain cards and making sure some cards were kept as preserved in a big grade to fit that collection. Yeah. I don't grade as I collect.
Yeah. I mean, that whole museum approach, right, that we had, talked about, that was oh God, what's the name of the show he's doing that he just had grading on? Oh God.
OX?
I'm gonna have to look it up because now I feel bad. Or if Graydon's still here, let me know. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, no, I have one more thing to show.
Oh, here we go, guys. I'm excited. Wait, making you big? Oh, yeah.
So you can probably guess what's on the other side of this. This is a painting.
That's a huge sketch card. Oh, I mean painting. Whoops.
This is a big old painting.
Oh, that's a hoss.
So this is from Eric Gist.
Oh.
This is the cover to Undead Pool #1.
F off. That's not for you. They got that to the wrong house. That's mine. It's so embarrassing, Matt. That belongs to me. What did he do there?
Yeah, him in the woods. So it's not zombie pool, it's undead pool.
Stupid cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so mad at you right now. Damn, that looks good.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Gist and horror. Gist and freaking horror.
I actually have another painting, but I can't show it.
I'm so mad at you, man. That is really nice. Wow, that's stupid nice. You got to get a cool frame for that. Like
yeah. I have some of Eric's cards up there. I don't know if you can see it, the Cannonball, the Havoc, and the Bishop.
Oh, yeah.
But my bigger paintings, the comic ones, are in the other.
Dude, that's a really nice one. You got a really good one.
It's across the Marvelverse. Yeah,
I
episode
really
2,
like that.
Braden
That's
should
actually
definitely go see it.
Oh, Across the Marvelverse, of course. Hermit's
Yeah.
channel. He's amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't remember
Yeah.
the name.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, please check that out. Hermit's a very good friend of ours. Across the Marvel Universe. When are you going on? He's got to get you on soon. He was telling me he wanted to get you on there. You got to make an appearance.
Anytime. What's up, still? Welcome. I don't know. Is it because I smoke cigars or the other reason he's famous, Tony?
He said he's famous. Of course he did.
Oh, that's interesting. Miki's no longer doing sketch cards. I would think so, yeah. If all of a sudden they're just a limited population and hers are already popular and she's, super famous as a cover artist, yeah.
Wow.
I'm not surprised. Like I've seen her posting some comic covers she done with the on the blanks, and I've seen some of the prices, and yeah. Why torture yourself on the small canvas when you can kill it on the bigger one?
That's pretty
The
cool.
downside of sketch cards, right? We see our famous artists get even more famous and move on to greener pastures. So
yeah, it's heartbreaking.
So
Man.
yeah,
that was a good painting. Damn.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm
very happy with my room. It's come up great. I probably will do a tour at some point.
You've put some amazing work in there, man.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
I would. Like it's funny. I also considered. I can't tell if this wall bugs me or not, because I had to figure out sort of a way. They don't really all fit, so I kind of decided to eyeball it and come up with an alignment.
And you'd like it better if you took down the Iceman and you centered the 3 on top of the 2 and give that some breathing room.
The only reason I didn't do that is because these 2 here.
Oh, they're not the same size.
No.
I see it. I see it now. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. You just got to wait for one to come in that's going to be the same size.
I threatened, and I'm still considering it, to just, hire an interior designer for the day and say, okay, this is the theme I'm going for. Fix it and make it look better. Right? Literally. Like I have a shitty eye when it comes to this stuff. Line them all up, make it make sense. Here's these are groups. These are all the same artists. These are all the same artists. Like I even committed one cardinal sin where I have all but one of the Dan there, and I have the Cable over there in the corner. Nobody puts Cable in the corner, right?
No, nobody puts Cable in the corner.
And I can't even say I did it for the ladies because I got the 3 guys up there. So I don't know. Ask AI. There you go. Commission Dan to do a mural. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Dude, so good.
Chat, what's going on in the Marvel world? Give us some ideas here, chat.
Yeah, we talked about Tops, which was really fun. We talked about that. Talked about Batman Metal, which again, I'm not sure when that's coming out. Release date September 12th now, I'm assuming. I'm looking at that.
That's the Cryptozoic one, or is that the UD one?
That's the UD one.
That's the UD one. Okay. That's gonna have PMGs, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be the Hoss.
I think a lot of Marvel collectors who are a little sour on the whole Tops thing and the breaking, maybe not when it first comes out because it's going to be all pretty much exclusive breakers who are going to be getting them and doing it the same way. But I think when it hits EPAC, I think that's going to scratch an itch for a lot of people. Like we do all talk about, Marvel all the way, DC who. But the truth is, a lot of us, like I grew up with comics. I remember reading Watchmen when it came out. That blew my mind. I remember Batman Death of the Family when I was reading it. So I did read a lot back then. I just faded away from it. But I still love the characters. And especially I've told you, if I was going to character collect in DC, it would probably be either Jericho or Terra from the Teen Titans.
Those are good ones, man.
The George Perez run is still one of the greatest, with the the Jericho Project. That's still one of
Yes.
the greatest stories for me. In like, if I came up with a top 10 stories that resonated with me, that would absolutely be there.
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to read that actually. I don't know that one. That sounds really cool. Yeah, yeah, man, I grew up Superman, Batman really hard. I love the Batman movies. I love the first Superman movie quite a bit. Um, I read most of the comic books of Spectre because I really just like Spectre. I love the art on the covers. I love the story of vengeance. I love the kind of nitty grittiness it was because I just like that art style a lot, which you know. So Spectre's a big deal. Embarrassing story. There was a comic book store that opened up. That's a statue place in Miami back in the day, and they were doing an opening and celebrating for kids on Christmas, and they had people dress up as superheroes for the store. And I would go there every week, so they asked me to dress up as Superman. So your boy over here had a pair of blue contact lenses and dressed up as Superman like an idiot for the kids. So DC's been around for a while, in my heart too. It should be fun. I'm definitely not going to go hard on it. Surfer's still primary focus, but I think I'll collect Spectre, man, for fun. You know what I mean? I know
Yeah,
a lot of our friends are
that's
doing it.
exactly it. And the characters I picked would be light, characters. I wouldn't have to go deep, and
No.
I wouldn't even be obsessive about it. I pick cards I like. That's a case where I wouldn't mind recycled arts because it was Perez.
Oh yeah.
You can't go wrong there. So, yeah, if I see stuff that scratches the nostalgic bug, that's sort of what I'd go for.
I think
And
that's good though.
yeah, and I think it is interesting. I'm sure we could do a whole series about what we read when the kids and why stuff resonated. So much of the stuff I remember in like my early teens that were just amazing stories at like the perfect time as well. Um, yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
It would be a lot of fun. And I think all that stuff's coming. I think people joke around talking about DC and stuff like that because it's fresh or whatever. But you're going to see a lot of people who are collecting Marvel exclusively collecting DC. You're going to see the whales pop up on EPAC again that are just opening product um, with the Fury. It's going to happen. So it'd be really fun to see all that.
Yeah,
But a lot of people saying in chat saying they love DC too. So yeah, Real
yeah.
McCoy got something crazy recently. So it's just been really good. Our buddy Williams picking up some Aquaman stuff, which was really fun. So yeah,
Per and I buying DC as a kid. Yeah,
yeah,
Per and I overlap, I think, a lot on the stuff. Like, I mean, God, like the stuff that came out, like comics changed too. Like I was, I guess I'm gonna end up talking about this anyways. Like I collected when Watchmen came out, when Dark Knight Returns came out, like
wow,
this era when comics went from sort of light and fun to dark and gritty. Like when the Mutant Massacre came out in X-Men, like it definitely changed during that era. So it was fascinating that I was right at that age, anyways, where my whole worldview was changing. It's really cool.
that is really cool. I did not have that experience. So that's and I've read Watchmen. I've read a lot of those books. I read Returns. Um, but no, I didn't grow up on that trajectory. So that's pretty awesome.
Green Lantern was another good one.
Green Lantern's great, man.
What'd you think of Nathan Fillion?
I'm excited. Like he was fun. In terms of the Superman movie, I just think James Gunn is a very immature director. You know what I mean? He just has been for a while, and he irritates me a little bit here and there.
It was fun. That's what I'll say. But
That's
yeah,
what I think. I think the Superman was great. That actor was phenomenal. Mr. Terrific was a scene stiller for sure.
I feel like Fillion did a good job because Gardner is a jerk, right? And I think he
Yeah.
did a good job of
Oh, he
capturing.
nailed that. But he's a
Right.
good actor, though. He
Yeah.
doesn't get enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm an old Firefly fan, so I like him.
He's great, though. He's a lot of fun, and he's very electric on screen.
Oh, there you go. Wow. One of Jim Lee's first independent.
Wildcats,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, that was some good stuff.
That's fun, man. Yeah. I love that team too. I love seeing that because I was collecting cards around the time where they were pushing Darkness, Witchblade, Wildcats. So I would see those in cards quite a bit in those
So
issues.
you were there for the big indie run.
Yeah, I was big. I was there for the indie one for sure.
Spawny back.
Spawn was a big thing when I was growing up in comic books. Yeah, Spawn would be crazy.
I remember too with the indie run, there was this one guy. Oh my god, what was the comic he did? His name was Tim Vigil. And he was like, he tried to be edgy because he would draw like naked men and women in his comics. And God, I can't even remember the name of his comic because it wasn't very good, but that was like the edgy thing. Oh yeah, Sam Keith. Oh, I love his art.
Oh yeah,
his inking style is just so good.
That is a good one. That's a
I
really.
think they did a Max card set, as I recall.
There's a Max card set for
yeah.
sure in the 90s. I'm pretty sure there was. I'll check right now, but I'm pretty sure there was trading cards. I don't know if there's any like autos or anything in there, but yeah, here it is, 1996.
Faust, thank you, Lance. Good memory.
What was it? Oh, it was Faust.
The book was called Faust, yeah, and it was sort of it was the whole Faustian devil thing.
Yep.
Was it really a Max cartoon?
Oh, did Tick come out around this time too? Yeah.
I don't remember that. Okay, that's cool. It must have been cool.
Yeah, Topps made Max. Topps presents Sam Keith the Max.
Rider. Do we know which one his is?
Yeah, that's Williams' Aquaman.
Okay.
Yeah, unless I'm not supposed to say, and I just screwed you. I'm so sorry. Terrible friend.
It's on MTV. No crap. All right.
That's pretty
cool.
What
do you know? What do you know?
That's actually pretty cool.
I remember MTV when their videos. The good old days.
I love to see how many people remember pop-up video.
Pop-up video. I think that was in the era after I sort of grew out of MTV.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I still remember Nina Simone, Kurt Loder.
Oh, wow.
Downtown Julie Brown. I remember the original crew.
That's pretty crazy.
Ryder Skeleton Granny Goodness. But we both clicked it.
Yeah, we did. We always do that. Oh, man.
Everybody's after Aquaman. He's known as a badass, right? I mean, you know who absolutely destroys Aquaman is Robot Chicken.
Oh, Robot
Did you ever
Chicken.
see some of their Super Friends skits? Aquaman is just savaged on there. Oh my god,
they are abusive.
And then obviously the Deep was a riff on him, obviously, and they took it even further.
Yeah, he gets poked at a lot.
Yeah. Jack Kirby. Man. Yep. Oh my god. No, like I said, I don't.
That's pretty good.
I don't remember those, but I do remember Wizard Magazine. I still remember. What was it? Previews. That was the one. That was always fun because you'd see everything coming out in the next 3 months. That was like the comic book version of the Sears catalog, which is a statement that aged me incredibly there. The only thing that would be better is if I called somebody up on a rotary phone right now.
Oh, dude, I remember. I'm a little younger than you, but like,
a little.
Dude, all my toys were picked out from the Toys R Us magazine.
Oh God, yeah. Oh my God.
I was a freaking.
When I was younger, there wasn't that. It was the Sears catalog, and that thing was dog-eared. That thing was
dog-eared. I love that.
And we'd like circle stuff. And then you're a kid, so every time you saw something, you circle it, and all of a sudden you'd have 3 things on every, one of 40 pages.
Yeah,
and your parents would be like, "The hell do you think we're made out of?" Like, what?
Looks like a.
Then you have to go back and undo them. Like you learn budgeting that way because you're like, okay, I've circled 40 and I can have 3.
Well, I remember having to look up the SKU numbers because you know how like they would have all the images, and then on the bottom you'd have to see like, okay, what was the price of this? SKU number was this, and you'd have to look in the bottom and line it up with the dots that would come up to the price. I remember having to do that constantly when I was highlighting things from there.
This is true. So
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't some idiot from the real world now our transportation secretary? No, road
Even-
rules. It's road rules. That's why.
There's so many idiots over there. It's pretty bad. It's hard to keep track.
I knew it was a reality TV. J.C. Penney catalog. There you go. It's another good one.
Wow. JC Penney
Right?
catalog.
We're talking about stores that no longer exist. If I ask my kids, I'm like, "Hey, have you ever gone to Sears?" They'd be like, "What? How about J.C. Penney?" They'd be like, "Who are you?"
Why are you talking to Garbity Goop?
Yeah, Sears Christmas was the ultimate one. Oh, that was
That
so
was
fun.
good stuff, man.
And then I'd fight over it with my brother because we'd both be trying to read through it. The good old days.
I miss that.
Yeah, remember when Christmas was fun and not stressful? Oh, yes. Well, you don't have kids, so yet.
That's true. We're buying enough dog toys for Calliope, though, that I'm starting to feel.
Add up in no time. Jeez.
We were sitting on the porch, and we'll. By the way, if anyone stuck along this time, sorry, we, as Matt Eugen and I do, go off completely off.
Yeah, right. We're completely off track here.
Completely off the rails. But I was just sitting on the porch with Emily, and we were hanging out there eating dinner, and Calliope brought our dog brought maybe 10 different toys on the porch because she got bored, or she was like, well, this is where we live now. So she kept pulling toys from the house into the porch over and over again. It was stupid adorable.
Every time I let my dogs out, my one dog, Rosie, she'll take a different toy out every time.
Really?
And then then leave it there. And then if we don't pay attention, all of a sudden it rains and we've got 20 wet stuffed animals that we got to now wash and dry. Anyways, dogs. Yeah, go get one. They're awesome.
They're awesome. They're awesome. Well, you guys are lovely. Thank you all so much. This was really fun. Man, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted a good night of talking cards and hanging out.
Cards and dogs and
that's good.
Catalogs.
Catalogs, dogs, and cards. That's actually going to be the title. So thank you there. Yeah, thank you everybody. This is awesome. 31 people hanging out. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for this, Matt. This is always fun to be on here with you, man.
Always a blast. Parnell wrapping it up the way he began it.
Bookend. He knows how I like it.
That's all we need.
Go pick yours today, folks.
Yeah.